Hello, and welcome to Learning to Learn. My name is Ian Gibbs, and this is the place where we try to convert good learners into great learners. And the topic that I'm going to be covering today is a topic which is a problem for many people, including myself sometimes, and that is the problem of procrastination. Procrastination, the subtle art of not putting off tomorrow what you can put off till the middle of next week, is something which affects everybody, including myself. And let's face it, there's probably some job, some task that you're not that keen on. Nevertheless, you have to do it. And it's a problem because if you're anything like me, then you're probably surrounded by other things which are more interesting, more enjoyable, more shiny, and they have a tendency to get in the way of the thing that you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Whether it's doing your homework, or writing out your thesis, or inventing the next thing since sliced bread, it's important to find a way to beat procrastination and to do the thing that you have to do. So here are my top 3 simple tips for beating procrastination. The first one is to write it down. You have a timetable, don't you? Or an agenda? Well, write down the thing that you have to do in your agenda. Program it. When you go to see the dentist, you probably write that down, don't you? And even though you don't particularly enjoy going to the dentist, you probably don't procrastinate about it. You just do it. And the reason that you do it is because your visit to the dentist is programmed. If you put your learning task or any task onto your agenda or in your timetable, then you're less likely to forget about it and more likely to do it. And while I'm on the subject of forgetting, the second tip that I recommend is to do with one of these. I'm sure you've got a mobile phone, and it's no coincidence that when you set something in your agenda on your mobile phone, you probably get a reminder sent to you. And the reason why your phone does that is because reminders actually work. We all get busy, we all get distracted, and even though you've got something programmed into your agenda, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to remember to do it at the right moment. So my second tip is to set yourself a reminder, or quite simply set yourself an alarm so that even though you are busy doing something else, that alarm will remind you to stop doing it and to start doing what you've been trying to put off. Now, it may be that you have programmed your task into your agenda and maybe you have set yourself an alarm. But it wouldn't be that unusual to find that even when it comes to the time that you're supposed to do your task, you don't really feel like doing it. There's an internal resistance that stops you from doing the task that you've programmed yourself to do. And so the third tip that I recommend, and this is one that I actually use myself quite a lot, is what I call the dishwasher technique.
Here's our dishwasher. It's okay, but it's got a problem. And the problem is that the little mechanical arm which takes out the pots, the clean dishes and plates and things, and put them back in the cupboard, it doesn't work. And so I have to do it. And you know what? I hate doing it. So what I've done is I've invented my own way of dealing with the problem. And what I do is I say to myself, well, okay, it's time to empty the dishwasher. I'm going to take 1 cup, I'm going to take 1 mug and put it back in the cupboard. But the thing is, once you put one away and you stood there next to the dishwasher with its drawer open, putting a couple more away is actually quite easy. Doesn't feel that difficult. And when you've done a couple, you think, well, I'll just do a few more. and then a few more. Followed by a few more. To be honest, I don't know why I've got so many mugs. And a few more. Last one. Empty. But the thing is, it's not actually the job itself which is difficult. It's getting started. And if you begin by just saying, well, I'm just going to put one mug away, or I'm just going to answer one question, or I'm just going to write one paragraph, or I'm just going to revise one revision card, then because that's a fairly trivial thing to do, then your inner resistance, the thing that stops you from getting started, is much lower. And what you should find is that once you have sat down and done one revision card, or answered one question, or written one paragraph, then doing another one is much easier, because you say to yourself, well, I'm here now, my books are open, my cards are in front of me, I've got my computer open, I'll just do a bit more. And if you can do that, then you should find that emptying the dishwasher, or doing a little bit of studying, or doing whatever it is that you're trying to do, becomes a little bit easier.
So if one of the problems that you have with studying is getting round to doing it, then go and get your diary or your timetable and write down on it the next time that you're going to be doing a little bit of studying. Set yourself a reminder and think of what is the smallest thing that you can do that would get you started. And hopefully you'll find yourself on the right road to becoming a better learner. My name is Ian Gibbs. Look forward to seeing you soon. And please feel free to send me any questions or any comments that could help me to help you and everybody else watching to become a better learner. Thank you very much.